Alright, well ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video from Devilicious on server 121. Today we're going to be taking a close look at Government House. Now for those that don't know what Government House is essentially an opportunity for your Alliance leader to provide the Alliance team members with certain buffs that can help them to achieve greater success in their development. So let's take a look at Government House. Now, in terms of the overall access to Government House, if you see here, you've got the wall, and as we go up the stairs, we'll see that there's this little monument at the top of the stairs. We want to tap on that, and here you can see Details, Government House, and Wisdom Palace. In today's video, we're going to look at Government House and explore some of the details of Government House that are very important. First things first, at the top you'll see that there is a king. The king is allocated to the alliance that wins contention of relics, which we'll cover off in another video. The king for server 121 at the moment is E.G. Galaria, and being the king does have its own advantages, including 3% additional troops and minus 5% in received damage, which is fantastic for anyone that sits in the king position. Now, the king can also send out kingdom declarations. There is a message board where you can say whatever you want to the king, and also a kingdom log. In addition, there are 4 additional aspects that kings must look after. The first one is official positions. This is where the king can assign a prime minister, a minister of treasury, a minister of defense, a minister of justice, and a grand marshal. But the players that are listed here can only be selected from the king's alliance. In this situation is E.G. If you do have rogues in your server or players that are behaving badly, you can also assign some, I will say, negative positions to them, which will decrease their, for example, dwelling speed, or their gathering speed, their marching speed, their territory resource production speed, and also their upgrading of building speed as well. So if you are behaving badly, you may have one of these assigned to you, but the good thing is in server 121 we have absolutely no rogues because we are a very peaceful and harmonious server. Now, in terms of rewards, each essential cycle of the contention of relics experience, you can then allocate some rewards to the people in your alliance that contributed. You can also provide some orders, such as the War Horn, which can increase damage, Bounty Hunt, which can help to increase damage to gnomes, Royal Protection, which is helping people to protect resources in areas occupied by your kingdom, and then also Quick Recruit as well. We've also got Migrate, and this is where you can actually modify the Lord Power limit for relocating to this world, restricting people over a certain or under a certain amount to actually come into the server. And server 121 does have some pretty good rules in terms of migration of players. We are stopping big whales or monster players coming to server 121 because we're trying to create something that is balanced and harmonious for most players, anywhere from 270k STP to 300k STP. We're trying to build a server where everyone's pretty much on a level playing field and can enjoy a very competitive gaming experience, not only for KVK but for other aspects of the game as well. Now, let's look at the other aspects of Government House. Here, if we scroll down, you can see that there are 9 governors in total, and these governors can be allocated by the Alliance R6. The R6 can assign anybody as a governor. For the Nvidia Kingdom, you can see that they have got Dark Minerva, Paltun, and also Nyx, and you can see that we've got TNG Pizazrak, and also an Aquista sitting in those governor positions. Now, if you are a governor, you do have some additional advantages. You can not only provide an order to the people in your alliance within your kingdom area, you could increase the tax speed or decrease by 50% when an alliance member finishes a battle within the province, or you could increase the duration of 50% when an alliance member uses a truce item in the province as well. So we're just going to go and issue war tax. That will increase the tax speed by 20% when alliance members' main city is located within the province, which is great. Now, in addition to this, there are also some official positions that a governor can provide to other people in the alliance, including a deputy governor, treasurer, military officer, judge, and marshal. And this will help certain players in your alliance gain an additional buff or an advantage as they go through the process of growing as part of a server. Now, in terms of governors, one of the, I guess, from my perspective, disadvantages of being a governor is that every time you log into the game, it does actually let everybody know that you have returned, which is slightly annoying for especially during the KE moments of Infinity Kingdom, because it does let other players know that you are online and gives them a heads up to shield, which puts you at a slight disadvantage for those players that are online. Now, in terms of other buffs, as we scroll down, you can see that there are certain mayors. Now, inside here, if, for example, your alliance does actually own a particular city or control a city like Britomardus or Tistra, then you will be able to allocate a mayor buff. And different cities offer different buffs. So, for example, here you can see in Tistra that you can get a 3% building upgrade speed. So you can allocate an alliance member to receive this particular buff. And there are a multitude of different buffs. You can see here Jam is building upgrade speed. You can see here we've got Loveliness sitting on 3% healing speed. You've got increased training speed. And also dragon upgrade speed. So a lot of good buffs that you can take advantage of. Now here's a fun fact for you. When you allocate somebody a buff, as long as they have it, for example, for Tristra, for example, you get a 3% building upgrade speed enhancement. So if I have this particular mayor position and I start a building upgrade, I immediately get that 3% buff. I can then resign from that position and I still retain that 3% buff, allowing other players in the alliance to actually enjoy the buff. So you don't have to actually sit in that particular mayor position the entire time. As soon as you start your upgrade, you can actually resign immediately. And to resign, you'll see a little arrow here next to where it says governor, just underneath on the left hand side. And all you need to do is just to press that arrow, and that will allow you to resign as a governor or resign as a mayor. So this is a quick introduction to the Government House experience. I do hope in the future that the IK dev team does actually take some time to look at how potential R5 officers of an alliance can also support in giving the mayor titles to other players in the alliance. That will take some pressure off the R6, because if the R6 is the only position that can allocate those mayor titles, the R6 does need to be online pretty regularly to ensure that everybody can get those buffs when they need them. That's the end of today's video. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about Government House, and I'll look forward to sharing some more good and exciting content with you shortly. Bye for now.